안녕하세요. 저는 애플에서 일하는 마이크입니다.
Hi, this is Mike from Apple.
Hi, this is Mike from Apple.
3시간 반이나 여기 앉아 있었잖아.
We've been sitting here for 3 hours and half.
We've been sitting here for 3 hours and half.
집에 온 걸 환영한다, 아들아.
Welcome home, son.
Welcome home, son.
너 지금 누구 사귀는 사람 있어?
Are you involved with anyone right now?
Are you involved with anyone right now?
정말로 창피할 수도 있었어.
That could have been really embarrassing.
That could have been really embarrassing.
전통적으로 신부는 흰색을 입어요.
The bride traditionally wears white.
The bride traditionally wears white.
시험에 떨어질까봐 불안해.
I'm afraid of failing the test.
I'm afraid of failing the test.
비가 꽤 많이 오고 있었어요.
It was raining pretty hard.
It was raining pretty hard.
미칠 것 같아.
I'm going to go crazy.
I'm going to go crazy.
빨리 이 비행기에서 내리지 않으면
If I don't get off this plane soon.
If I don't get off this plane soon.
미안합니다. 계속 진행하세요.
Sorry about that. Please proceed.
Sorry about that. Please proceed.
거의 모든 것을 온라인으로 살 수 있죠.
You can buy nearly anything online.
You can buy nearly anything online.
보면 안 돼. 눈 가리라니까.
Don't look. Cover your eyes.
Don't look. Cover your eyes.
우린 게임을 할 수 있는 평평한 표면이 필요해.
We need a flat surface to play on.
We need a flat surface to play on.
빵 외에 만들 줄 아는 게 있으세요?
Can you make anything besides bread?
Can you make anything besides bread?
그녀를 놓아줘 안 그러면 널 쏠 거야.
Release her or I'll shoot you.
Release her or I'll shoot you.
제니는 언제나 내게 믿음직한 친구였어.
Jenny has always been a loyal friend.
Jenny has always been a loyal friend.
그렇게 아무 잘못 없는 척 하지 마.
Oh, don't act so innocent.
Oh, don't act so innocent.
너도 한패였던 거 알아?
I know you were a part of it.
I know you were a part of it.
복도는 높고 좁았다.
The hallways were tall and narrow.
The hallways were tall and narrow.
그거 참 끔찍한 색깔 선정이군.
That is an awful choice of color.
That is an awful choice of color.
근육 조직이 손상됐네요.
The muscle tissue has been damaged.
The muscle tissue has been damaged.
수술이 필요할지도 모르겠어요.
You might need a surgery.
You might need a surgery.
진로 상담사와 얘기해 봤어.
Have you tried talking to the career counselor?
Have you tried talking to the career counselor?
나는 지금도 옛 친구들이 생각나.
I still think about my old friends.
I still think about my old friends.
저는 암연구소에서 일합니다.
I work at the Institute of Cancer Research.
I work at the Institute of Cancer Research.
이웃과 몇 마디의 이야기를 주고받았어.
I exchanged a few words with my neighbor.
I exchanged a few words with my neighbor.
그는 체포되었다.
He was arrested.
He was arrested.
이제 우리가 할 수 있는 게 아무것도 없는 것 같아.
I suppose there's nothing we can do now.
I suppose there's nothing we can do now.
그들은 주어진 시간과 장소에서 몰래 만나곤 했다.
They would meet secretly at a given time and place.
They would meet secretly at a given time and place.
이 두 그림의 차이를 알아챘겠니?
Can you spot the difference between these two pictures?
Can you spot the difference between these two pictures?
지구의 열대우림 파괴는 심각한 문제입니다.
The destruction of our planet's rainforests is a serious problem.
The destruction of our planet's rainforests is a serious problem.
나는 집세를 내기 위해 일을 하고 있어.
I'm just working so I can pay my rent.
I'm just working so I can pay my rent.
나에게 와인은 거의 다 똑같은 맛으로 느껴진다.
Wine all tastes pretty much the same to me.
Wine all tastes pretty much the same to me.
다수의 작은 사고가 있었다.
We have a number of minor accidents.
We have a number of minor accidents.
하지만 다행히 심각하게 다친 사람은 없었다.
But thankfully nobody was severely hurt.
But thankfully nobody was severely hurt.
나는 집에서는 속옷 바람으로 돌아다녀.
I walk around in my underwear at home.
I walk around in my underwear at home.
그들은 뜰에서 놀고 있어.
They're playing in the yard.
They're playing in the yard.
그는 친절하면서도 열정적인 사람이다.
He's a kind and passionate person.
He's a kind and passionate person.
그녀는 상상 속의 동물을 그리는 걸 좋아해.
She likes to draw imaginary animals.
She likes to draw imaginary animals.
좋아, 진정해 얘들아.
Okay, settle down, kids.
Okay, settle down, kids.
마사지를 받으면 마음이 느긋하게 풀어져.
Massages are so relaxing.
Massages are so relaxing.
내가 어렸을 때,
When I was younger.
When I was younger.
백합 한 송이를 살 수 있을까요?
Can I buy a single lily?
Can I buy a single lily?
우리 팀은 시즌 내내 열심히 싸웠어요.
Our team has fought hard all season.
Our team has fought hard all season.
저는 정말 그들이 자랑스럽습니다.
I'm very proud of them.
I'm very proud of them.
나는 이번 학기에 꽤 빡센 수업을 들을 거야.
I'm taking some pretty intense classes this semester.
I'm taking some pretty intense classes this semester.
아까 들렸었는데 네가 여기 없었어.
I came by earlier but you weren't here.
I came by earlier but you weren't here.
이 과목은 대학원생들만 수강할 수 있습니다.
Only graduate students can take this course.
Only graduate students can take this course.
면접 때문에 너무 스트레스 받지 마.
Don't be stressed about the interview.
Don't be stressed about the interview.
나는 네가 훌륭히 해낼 거라는 걸 알아.
I know you'll do great.
I know you'll do great.
달걀과 우유에는 단백질이 많이 들어있다.
Eggs and milk are high in protein.
Eggs and milk are high in protein.
너는 네가 한 짓에 대한 대가를 치르게 될 거야.
You're going to pay for what you did.
You're going to pay for what you did.
지구 온난화는 매우 심각한 지구의 위험 요소입니다.
Global warming is a very serious threat to the planet.
Global warming is a very serious threat to the planet.
죄수들도 존중해서 대우해줘야 합니다.
Prisoners should be treated with respect.
Prisoners should be treated with respect.
물어봐줘서 고마워.
It was sweet of you to ask.
It was sweet of you to ask.
나는 약속을 잡았어.
I made an appointment.
I made an appointment.
술값은 회사 외상 장부에 달아놔 주세요.
Charge the drinks to the company account.
Charge the drinks to the company account.
이 흉터는 차 사고 당한 것 때문에 생겼어.
I got this scar from the car accident.
I got this scar from the car accident.
그녀는 두려워하는 티를 내지 않았다.
She showed no fear.
She showed no fear.
우리는 다친 아기 새를 발견했어.
We found an injured baby bird.
We found an injured baby bird.
우리 이발 닦고 자자.
Let's brush our teeth and go to bed.
Let's brush our teeth and go to bed.
벌써 자정이야.
It's already midnight.
It's already midnight.
구글에 대한 대안으로 다른 좋은 게 없을까?
Are there any good alternatives to Google?
Are there any good alternatives to Google?
땅값이 올라가고 있어.
The land prices are going up.
The land prices are going up.
그녀의 얼굴에 눈물이 흘러내리기 시작했다.
Tears began to run down her face.
Tears began to run down her face.
제 딸은 청각장애를 가지고 태어났습니다.
My daughter was born with a hearing disability.
My daughter was born with a hearing disability.
일찍 일어나는 새가 벌레를 잡는다.
The early birds catches the worm.
The early birds catches the worm.
그는 여자친구가 초조해야 한다는 것을 알아차렸다.
He picked up on his girlfriend's nervousness.
He picked up on his girlfriend's nervousness.
어디서 영어 배웠어?
Where did you pick up your English?
Where did you pick up your English?
좋은 날씨가 지속된다면 이번 주에 꽃이 필지도 몰라.
If the weather holds, the flowers may bloom this week.
If the weather holds, the flowers may bloom this week.
사람들 앞에서 발표하는 것에 대한 두려움에 맞서기로
I've
결심했어.
decided to confront my fear of speaking in public.
I've decided to confront my fear of speaking in public.
3등 정도면 받아들일 수 있지.
Third place, I can live with that.
Third place, I can live with that.
인생이란 인간관계를 쌓아가는 것에 다름없어.
Life is all about making connections.
Life is all about making connections.
이렇게 특별한 행사에 저를 초대해 주셔서 감사합니다.
Thank you for inviting me to such a special occasion.
Thank you for inviting me to such a special occasion.
걸어서 거기까지 가는데 얼마나 걸릴까요?
How long would it take to get there on foot?
How long would it take to get there on foot?
부모는 자식을 위해 너무나 많은 것들을 희생한다.
Parents sacrifice so much for their children.
Parents sacrifice so much for their children.
세트 메뉴에는 감자 튀김과 탄산음료가 함께
The
나옵니다.
sets come with rice and a soft drink.
The sets come with rice and a soft drink.
토할 것 같아.
I'm going to throw up.
I'm going to throw up.
캐나다의 기후는 어떤가요?
What kind of climate does Canada have?
What kind of climate does Canada have?
여기 너무 추워.
It's freezing in here.
It's freezing in here.
히터 좀 켜줄래?
Can you turn on the heater?
Can you turn on the heater?
좀 치워줄래?
Would you clear the table?
Would you clear the table?
만약에 해적이 튀어나오면 네가 지는 거야.
If the pirate pops up, you lose.
If the pirate pops up, you lose.
나는 휴식 시간이 필요해.
I need a break.
I need a break.
너 그다지 몸이 좋아 보이지 않네.
You don't look so well.
You don't look so well.
집에 좀 일찍 들어가는 게 좋겠어.
You should go home early.
You should go home early.
그녀는 회사에서 스트레스를 받을 때 가장 좋은 성과를
She
낸다.
performs best at work when she's stressed.
She performs best at work when she's stressed.
과도한 흡연은 노화 과정을 가속화할 수 있어요.
Heavy smoking can accelerate the aging process.
Heavy smoking can accelerate the aging process.
이거 정말 훌륭한 사진이군.
This is a great photo.
This is a great photo.
너 오늘 기분이 약간 가라앉아 보여.
You look a little down today.
You look a little down today.
엄마는 차로 가는 걸 좋아하는데 반해 아빠는 비행기를
My
선호하셔.
father prefers flying whereas my mother prefers driving.
My father prefers flying whereas my mother prefers driving.
당황하지 마.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
서두를수록 더 실수하는 법이야.
The more you rush, the more mistakes you make.
The more you rush, the more mistakes you make.
누가 불을 질렀는지 밝혀내야 해.
We need to determine who started the fire.
We need to determine who started the fire.
그녀는 큰 꿈을 가진 야심 있는 아이다.
She's an ambitious kid with big dreams.
She's an ambitious kid with big dreams.
백지장도 맞들면 낫다.
Two heads are better than one.
Two heads are better than one.
정직함은 인간관계에서 필수적인 부분입니다.
Honest is a vital part of relationships.
Honest is a vital part of relationships.
오디션에서 떨어졌어.
I failed my audition.
I failed my audition.
무서워할 것 없어.
It's nothing to be scared of.
It's nothing to be scared of.
이 영화의 줄거리는 외국 영화에서 각색된 것입니다.
The plot was adapted from a foreign film.
The plot was adapted from a foreign film.
나는 대학에서 원주민의 문화에 대한 강의를 들었어.
I took a course on Aboriginal cultures in university.
I took a course on Aboriginal cultures in university.
흡연은 폐암의 주된 원인입니다.
Smoking is the principal cause of lung cancer.
Smoking is the principal cause of lung cancer.
선생님은 모든 학생을 평가해야 했다.
The teacher had to evaluate all the students.
The teacher had to evaluate all the students.
알버트 아인슈타인은 매우 중요한 역사적 인물입니다.
Albert Einstein is a very important historical figure.
Albert Einstein is a very important historical figure.
길가에 차 세워.
Pull over the car.
Pull over the car.
너는 나를 속일 수 없어.
You can't fool me.
You can't fool me.
우리는 벽돌집에서 살아.
We live in the brick house.
We live in the brick house.
최근에 존을 본 적이 있니?
Have you seen John recently?
Have you seen John recently?
바로 며칠 전에 봤어.
Yet I saw him just the other day.
Yet I saw him just the other day.
지붕을 고쳐야 할 것 같아.
I think the roof needs to be fixed.
I think the roof needs to be fixed.
비가 새고 있어.
The rain's getting in.
The rain's getting in.
사람들 관심 끌지 않게 조심해.
Just try not to draw any attention to yourself.
Just try not to draw any attention to yourself.
많은 작가들이 마감일을 놓치는 경향이 있습니다.
Many authors have tendency to miss their deadlines.
Many authors have tendency to miss their deadlines.
내가 너라도 정확히 똑같이 하겠어.
I'd do the exact same if I were you.
I'd do the exact same if I were you.
나는 새로운 사람을 만나면 긴장하는 경향이 있어.
I have a tendency to get nervous when I meet new people.
I have a tendency to get nervous when I meet new people.
우리 아빠는 내가 10시까지 앉아 있어도 내버려 두셔.
My dad lets me stay up until 10.
My dad lets me stay up until 10.
이번 달 말에 퇴사할 예정입니다.
I'll be quitting at the end of the month.
I'll be quitting at the end of the month.
사물 인터넷은 기기들이 서로 통신할 수 있도록 해줍니다.
The IoT lets devices communicate with each other.
The IoT lets devices communicate with each other.
저희 잠깐만 양해를 구해도 될까요?
Will you excuse us for a minute?
Will you excuse us for a minute?
우선 메일들을 검토해야 해.
I need to go through these emails first.
I need to go through these emails first.
다음 올림픽은 어디서 열려?
Where will the next Olympics be held?
Where will the next Olympics be held?
나는 우리 학교를 감옥이라고 생각해.
I think of my school as a prison.
I think of my school as a prison.
남은 음식들을 싸갈 수 있을까요?
Can I get my leftovers to go?
Can I get my leftovers to go?
이 문장은 안 좋아요. 다시 쓰세요.
This sentence is no good. Please write it again.
This sentence is no good. Please write it again.
요가 강사는 내가 자세를 완벽하게 만들게 도와주셨어.
The yoga instructor helped me perfect my form.
The yoga instructor helped me perfect my form.
우리 지금 출발하기만 하면 늦지 않게 거기에 도착할 수
If we
있어.
leave now, we can still get there in time.
If we leave now, we can still get there in time.
퇴근 후에 잠깐 들르는 게 어때?
Why don't you come by after work?
Why don't you come by after work?
나 말고 인터넷 접속에 문제 있는 사람 있어.
Is anyone else having trouble with the internet connection?
Is anyone else having trouble with the internet connection?
주유소에 잠깐 들러서 연료 탱크를 가득 채워야 해.
I need to stop by the gas station and fill up the tank.
I need to stop by the gas station and fill up the tank.
터키의 아이스크림 상인들은 손님을 약 올리고 놀리는 것으로
Turkish ice
유명해요.
cream merchants are famous for their teasing and taunting.
Turkish ice cream merchants are famous for their teasing and taunting.
너 새를 무서워하니?
Are you scared of birds?
Are you scared of birds?
영수증 드릴까요, 손님?
Would you like the receipt, sir?
Would you like the receipt, sir?
이 단어 어떻게 발음해요?
How do you pronounce this word?
How do you pronounce this word?
너의 성적은 내가 대학에 들어갈 확률에 영향을 미칠 수
Your
있어.
grades can influence your chances of getting into college.
Your grades can influence your chances of getting into college.
그게 저희한테 제일 나은 선택인 것 같아요.
I think that's our best option.
I think that's our best option.
전적으로 동의합니다.
I couldn't agree with you anymore.
I couldn't agree with you anymore.
회의를 마무리합시다.
Let's wrap up the meeting.
Let's wrap up the meeting.
나는 여자애들이랑 있을 때가 남자들이랑 있을 때보다 편해.
I'm more comfortable with girls than boys.
I'm more comfortable with girls than boys.
피자를 먹을까 파스타를 먹을까? 둘 다 먹는 게 어때?
Should we get pizza or pasta? Why not get both?
Should we get pizza or pasta? Why not get both?
그녀는 긴장하면 항상 아랫입술을 깨문다.
She always bites her bottom lip when she's nervous.
She always bites her bottom lip when she's nervous.
기억에 남는 구절이 있었어?
Were there any memorable phrases?
Were there any memorable phrases?
이 일은 점점 더 어려워지고 있어.
This job is becoming increasingly more difficult.
This job is becoming increasingly more difficult.
최근에는 걔 많이 못 봤어.
I haven't seen her much lately.
I haven't seen her much lately.
그녀는 스트레스 많이 받고 있는 것 같아.
She's under a lot of stress.
She's under a lot of stress.
데이트는 어떻게 됐는데?
How did your date go?
How did your date go?
솔직히 말하자면 너는 빈털털이야.
Frankly speaking, you're broke.
Frankly speaking, you're broke.
이제 들어가도 됩니다.
You can go in now.
You can go in now.
너의 주장에는 근본적인 문제가 있어.
There is a fundamental problem with your argument.
There is a fundamental problem with your argument.
미국인들은 음식을 먹을 때 소금과 설탕을 많이 섭취한다.
Americans consume a lot of salt and sugar in their diets.
Americans consume a lot of salt and sugar in their diets.
나는 캠퍼스에 있는 기숙사에서 살아.
I live in a dorm on campus.
I live in a dorm on campus.
그녀가 나보고 바람을 피웠다고 비난했어.
She accused me of cheating on her.
She accused me of cheating on her.
그런 불공평한 제안은 거부했어야지.
You should have refused such an unfair proposal.
You should have refused such an unfair proposal.
그는 장래가 촉망된다.
He has a promising future ahead of him.
He has a promising future ahead of him.
세계에는 굶주리고 있는 아이들이 수백만 명 있습니다.
There are millions of starving children in the world.
There are millions of starving children in the world.
여자 아이들이 분홍색을 좋아한다는 건 성적 고정관념이다.
Girls liking pink is gender stereotype.
Girls liking pink is gender stereotype.
항공사는 항공권을 환불해 줄 수 없습니다.
The airline is unable to refund your ticket.
The airline is unable to refund your ticket.
모스크바는 러시아의 수도입니다.
Moscow is the capital of Russia.
Moscow is the capital of Russia.
비가 올 가능성이 상당히 크다.
There's a good chance that it could rain.
There's a good chance that it could rain.
이 성은 중세 시대의 것입니다.
This castle is from the medieval period.
This castle is from the medieval period.
그녀는 약속을 지킬 거예요. 확실해요.
She will deliver. I'm sure of it.
She will deliver. I'm sure of it.
인터넷은 많은 사람들의 삶을 풍요롭게 했습니다.
The internet has enriched the life of many.
The internet has enriched the life of many.
나는 그가 입에 음식이 가득 찬 채로 말하는 게 싫어.
I hate it when he talks with his mouth full.
I hate it when he talks with his mouth full.
우린 곧 우리 사업을 시작할 생각이야.
We are thinking of setting up our own business soon.
We are thinking of setting up our own business soon.
모든 학생은 9시까지는 잠자리에 들어야 합니다.
All students are to be in bed by 9.
All students are to be in bed by 9.
저는 땅콩 알레르기가 있어요.
I have a peanut allergy.
I have a peanut allergy.
저는 그를 전적으로 신뢰합니다.
I have every confidence in him.
I have every confidence in him.
그는 마침내 영업부장의 자리를 획득했습니다.
He finally obtained the sales manager position.
He finally obtained the sales manager position.
빈약한 식단은 병을 유발합니다.
A poor diet can lead to illness.
A poor diet can lead to illness.
만약 너를 내 결혼식에 초대한다면 와줄래?
If I were to invite you to my wedding, would you come?
If I were to invite you to my wedding, would you come?
우리 수업 째자.
Let's blow off our afternoon classes.
Let's blow off our afternoon classes.
우리 할아버지 할머니는 1900년대 초에 미국에 이민 오셨어.
My grandparents immigrated to the America in the early 1900s.
My grandparents immigrated to the America in the early 1900s.
대단한 것이 아니라는 건 알지만 그래도 없는 것보다는 낫지.
I know it's not much, but it's better than nothing.
I know it's not much, but it's better than nothing.
그녀는 울면서 방에서 뛰쳐나왔어.
She ran out of the room crying.
She ran out of the room crying.
많은 사람들이 돈을 행복과 연관짓는 경향이 있습니다.
Many people tend to associate money with happiness.
Many people tend to associate money with happiness.
내일 수학 쪽지 시험이 있다는 거 잊지 마세요.
Don't forget there's some math quiz tomorrow.
Don't forget there's some math quiz tomorrow.
너는 내 나이치곤 꽤 젊어 보여.
You look pretty young for your age.
You look pretty young for your age.
그 말 칭찬으로 받아들일게.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I'll take that as a compliment.
전화 빨리 좀 끊어.
Just hang up the phone already.
Just hang up the phone already.
난 아직도 어느 대학 갈지 결정 못했어.
I still haven't made up my mind about which college to go to.
I still haven't made up my mind about which college to go to.
차가 없어서 출근할 방법이 없었어.
Without my car, I had no way of getting to work.
Without my car, I had no way of getting to work.
너는 항상 내 마음 가는 대로 하도록 해.
You should always follow your heart.
You should always follow your heart.
제임스, 쓰레기 좀 내다 놔줄래?
James, could you please take out the trash?
James, could you please take out the trash?
전 돈을 아끼기 위해 매일 아침 걸어서 출근하기
In an
시작했습니다.
effort to save money, I started walking to work. Every morning.
In an effort to save money, I started walking to work. Every morning.
나는 차를 돌려 집으로 향했다.
I turned the car around and headed home.
I turned the car around and headed home.
나는 웃지 않을 수 없었어.
I couldn't help laughing.
I couldn't help laughing.
힘든 하루 끝엔 언제나 애완동물이 나를 기운나게 해줘.
My pets always cheer me up after a long day.
My pets always cheer me up after a long day.
넌 휴가 중이야.
You're on vacation.
You're on vacation.
너는 집에 새 들어 살고 있는 거니?
Are you renting your house?
Are you renting your house?
1유로는 약 1달러 50센트에 해당합니다.
€1 is equivalent to about $1.50.
€1 is equivalent to about $1.50.
어떤 면에서는 가장 돈이 적게 드는 선물이 가장
In
좋은
a way,
선물일 수도
the
있어.
cheapest gifts can be the best ones.
In a way, the cheapest gifts can be the best ones.
진심으로 사과드립니다. 기분 나쁘게 하려던 건
I
아니었습니다.
offer my sincerest apologies. I didn't mean to offend you.
I offer my sincerest apologies. I didn't mean to offend you.
우리는 다른 손님들을 방해하지 않기 위해서 조용하게
We
이야기를
spoke
나눴어.
quietly so as to not disturb the other customers.
We spoke quietly so as to not disturb the other customers.
우리 헤어져야 할 것 같아.
I think we should break up.
I think we should break up.
마당이 넓은 데 사는 사람들이 개를 키우는 것은 드문 일이
It isn't
아닙니다.
uncommon for people with large yards to have a dog.
It isn't uncommon for people with large yards to have a dog.
사람들은 자신에게 익숙한 것을 선호하는 경향이 있어요.
People tend to favor things that are familiar to them.
People tend to favor things that are familiar to them.
나는 우리 애들한테 공부하라고 강요하지 않을 거야.
I'm not going to force my kids to study.
I'm not going to force my kids to study.
우리 할머니는 조금이라도 서 계시는 건 힘들어 하셔.
Standing for any length of time is difficult for my grandma.
Standing for any length of time is difficult for my grandma.
태양이 내 눈사람을 녹였어.
The sun melted my snowman.
The sun melted my snowman.
난 형제 중 가운데이다.
I'm a middle child.
I'm a middle child.